Hello everybody, it's Fred Mason and
Karen Mason, and we are
the Avon Couple. But today we have a very, very special guest, and just to introduce him, and I'm going to let him talk a little bit about himself, it's Howard Philpott.
Hello, Howard.
Hello both.
Hello. Howard, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the Achievers Group?
Of course, I'm happy to do that, but first, can I tell you how honoured I feel that I'm being interviewed by the famous Avon Couple. It just goes to show that this business can be absolutely anything people want to make it. But I started my Avon journey about 12 years ago with my amazing wife, Jane. We have the perfect partnership. I know you're the Avon Couple, but we've got the perfect partnership. Jane does all the work, and I get to talk about her success.
Yeah.
It is truly the perfect partnership. But Jane has built an amazing business, and that's enabled me to spend time coaching, mentoring, and helping people see that they can be so much more than they believe they can be at that moment in time. And that's what makes it so exciting.
Well, I think we found that when we first joined 5 years ago, because we are very fortunate to be part of your team, your Achievers team, and we have noticed that. That is why we wanted to sort of have a chat to you, so that all of our listeners, and there are quite a few now, which is thank you very much for everyone who comes on, tell everybody about it. But we just wanted you to explain a little bit more about the journey that you've had with Avon as well.
Do you know what I love about when you're talking to Howard, when the passion that you have for the team and the business really does come across.
See, there is no separation, because without the amazing team we have, we would have nothing.
Yep.
So it's funny, you talk about the Achievers team as something almost over there. From where I am, you are the vision of the Achievers team.
Yeah.
A couple who joined Avon. It wasn't their primary plan in life. It wasn't on your career path, your university application form. I want to be an Avon rep and team builder. But circumstance brought you to us, and the Achievers team just creates a gravity that attracts people who want to transform their future. And it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, what gender you are, what background, what colour, it absolutely doesn't matter. What matters is you have that passion to help other people succeed.
Yeah.
And because we're a group of people who share that view, it just ignites. And that means I get to spend this is me at work.
I know.
Yeah.
We find that fascinating.
Yeah.
We're working, and we're sitting in the Great Bar Hotel in Birmingham having a coffee, but we're at work.
Yeah.
I have the best paid hobby in the world.
Yeah.
Don't tell people that, but it is absolutely. We're now at the stage where you know the scale of our business.
Yes.
There are 8,500. I mean, we could fill some football stadiums with our team.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a business of huge scale. Our income meets all our financial needs. We actually don't need to work. But the passion is to help people follow in our footsteps.
Yes.
What we're looking for is people who build a bigger business than us.
Yes.
People who change their lives more than we have.
Yeah.
And now, I can remember someone saying to me that actually they no longer do it for the money. And I sat in the audience and I thought, you only say that because you've got loads of money. But it's true. The money, the extra money wouldn't make a difference to our life. What makes a difference is seeing the excitement and the success of people who didn't believe it could be theirs, smash their goals and achieve their dreams. And as a consequence, Avon keeps shoveling more money in. We don't send it back. Don't get me wrong. But it's now not the driver.
Yeah. It's funny because we're prime examples of that. Because of being in another network, we thought we were doing really well.
But we weren't, were we?
But after 15 years, we hadn't really moved at all. And I know we're not fast movers within Avon, but what we've achieved in Avon in 5 years took us 15 years in a previous network.
Well, yeah, but we've achieved much more in Avon.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, more, far more.
Can I just, sorry, I know it's your
No,
podcast,
you.
No, you carry
and,
on.
and maybe it's a bit rude.
It's
No,
never
carry
going to
on.
be rude. Go
Maybe it's a bit rude to take issue with the hosts.
It's all right. I know where the on-off button is held.
Where do you think you're not fast moving in Avon?
But I don't get that either, because we've achieved so much very quickly in Avon.
I could count on two hands
Yeah.
the number of people who've achieved what you have in the whole of Avon UK. To me, that's, and I know you like racing,
Yeah.
that's Formula One pace.
We are.
Yeah,
We
I
are.
suppose so.
Don't undercut yourself, Mr. Wilson.
You know, you have achieved miraculous things, and that's why I'm so honoured and privileged to
Exactly.
be on your podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
So,
thank you very much.
Everybody starts as when they start Avon. You would have started the same as a drive-in test. Everybody starts somewhere to become a driver. You would have started. So if somebody's listening to this podcast and think, wow, that's really, you've achieved so much, even with us, you've achieved so much, but you still started the same as everybody else. So anybody can do this, can't they, Howard?
Absolutely. One of the things I really like about our business, doesn't matter how successful you've been elsewhere, doesn't matter what you've failed at elsewhere, we all start at the same place.
Yep.
Someone who's mega successful can't come along and write a check and say, I would like to start right at the top.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Can't do
that is one facet of this business I
Yeah.
love as well.
You start at the beginning of your... I don't like the word bottom.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No,
It's-
it's the start of a
You
journey,
start at
isn't
the
it?
beginning and then you carry out your journey. And the only thing that will dictate where you end up, your destination, is how much you want it and how much you're prepared to
Yeah.
put in
Yes.
to
Yeah.
your business.
Yeah.
No one else is in control. You are. And that's what I love.
Yeah, so this fits around everybody because you've got, as you said, you've got quite a lot of people in the team. And are they all the same, Howard? Is it like... I know you laugh at that,
So
but...
the reason I laugh, recently, see, this is some of the things we get to do with our Avon business. We took a group of our leaders for a working weekend. Honestly, it was work.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
work.
We know
took
what
them-
Avon work
we
is.
took,
Yeah.
we took them to Berlin and we stayed at the Intercontinental Hotel.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very, very luxurious hotel. The staff there were taking bets on who we were.
Oh, right.
Oh, really?
They couldn't pigeonhole us because they don't look like corporates, but they don't look like a rock band. They couldn't work out where us. So in the end, they thought they knew it. They thought we were a choir.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
The only label for our diverse group was we were a choir.
Right,
When we said, hey, we're Avon representatives and team builders,
yeah.
wow,
Fantastic.
didn't have you down as that.
No,
So that's my example of anyone can do this.
yes.
Yeah.
We do not have,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to be an attractive young lady made up immaculately
Yeah.
to do Avon. You know, looking at my host and looking at me in the mirror,
Yeah.
we don't have much hair between us. we have more years behind us than
Howard
in
is
front of us.
talking about me. That's
Yes,
Fred, not
I was-
Karen.
I'm glad you
Okay.
clarified that. I was just going to say that.
But it doesn't matter because the world loves Avon.
Yes.
All we have to do is give people an opportunity to order and they will.
Yeah.
We don't sell anything.
No.
We don't pressure people.
No.
No.
We just have world-class, award-winning products
Yeah.
that we promote and share an opportunity to buy with people.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. It's I'm not comfortable with selling. The brochure sells it, the product sells it, the brand sells it. It's just brilliant.
Well, it's the brand, isn't it?
Absolutely. So when somebody says, you know, I've got a little bit of spare time, pockets of time, I want to do this, you know, as family and friends, and then they say they see the bigger picture that what you can do and build a team. Is it easy to say, put your hand up and say, right, I want to start building a team now?
So I'm going to be really, almost brutally honest with
Yeah,
you.
do.
It's absolutely not easy,
Okay.
but it is remarkably simple.
And that's the thing that's easy about it.
So
Simple.
it's very simple to do. What some people struggle to do, and I think why your team, our team, is particularly successful, we help them to see that it's worth the effort today,
Yes.
not necessarily for a payoff today, but to create a much better future.
Yeah.
So why we are more successful as a group is we help people stay at this simple task for longer, and that's why they get the
Yes.
results,
Yeah.
because we're able to reassure them, we're able to coach them, we're able to, it'll be okay, this might have been a bad collection, yes, this might have been, you didn't get any rewards from your leafleting, but in the long run it will be great, and that's what's brilliant.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I love about with the team is watching. You mentioned watching them grow, not just in their business but also in themselves. And I know one of the things that I've struggled with is confidence, and yet being in this team and with the support that you give us, as you build your team, your confidence builds as well. It's just amazing.
So I know it's a podcast, so people can't see
Yes.
the big grin on my face. So for your listeners, I'm just going to tell them a little story. You guys were successful. We took you away on a team incentive to Bangkok and Dubai.
Oh,
I know. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
So I just want to share one moment with your listeners.
Yeah.
We were sat in a restaurant in Dubai, overlooking the marina, and a certain lady by the name of Karen, you might know her,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
said to me, "I'm not comfortable about being out there," was the phrase she used. And now, a matter of months later, that same amazing person is your co-host on this podcast. It is absolutely amazing to see the transformation.
Yeah.
And that's what I love, because I knew you'd be fantastic. The only person who doubted it in the world was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And our success is helping you see how brilliant you are. And I think that's why we have a great team.
Yes. Yeah. And for us, it's lovely to be part of that team and to.
I just feel sorry for anyone who's not.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse the noise that's in the background. I don't know. I think they're playing with.
We are in the
plates.
hotel reception.
Yes. So, what would you say to anybody who's thinking about joining Avon, Howard? What would you say to them?
I guess the cheap and cheerful answer would be, pull your finger out and just do it. But the rational argument why someone would do it is, take the other side. What's the worst that can go wrong? The worst that could happen is you spend some time, you learn some life skills because you're around some amazing people.
Yeah.
You learn a bit about marketing, you learn a bit about sales, you learn a bit about IT. No matter what you go to do in the future, even if this didn't work out for you, you're now better equipped to do a better job in the future, a better business in the future because of those skills. But I know, if you follow the system and you put the effort in, it will deliver results.
Absolutely.
The
yeah.
only thing I can't guarantee you is whether it will be this Friday or a month Thursday, because that involves the public. And we don't share our plan, we don't control them, so we just have to take averages. But on average, our team is very successful. You put the effort in, you will get results. But even if it isn't for you, you'll leave us with more skills, more experience than you joined with, and that means your future prospects are even better. So pull your finger out and just do it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You also end up with a lot of friends in this business. Friends that you probably would never expect to have met. I mean, I'd never thought I'd ever meet a rock star. Someone who's
Yeah.
Paul, yeah, exactly. I mean, Paul Bond,
Everybody's
the
diverse,
guy's
aren't they?
amazing, and yet if you saw him, you'd say he doesn't do Avon. Yeah, he does.
Do you know, again, see, you see it outwardly, and I see it with you in the picture.
Yes.
Where you're looking, you're not in the picture, because you're looking outward. So, you know, you said about Paul
Yeah.
Yeah.
and about different people.
Yeah.
One of my fondest recollections is an older gentleman sat next to me
Right. Okay. Yeah.
with the youngest female
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
ambassador,
Yeah.
the young girl teaching the old man
Yeah.
about social media,
Yes.
and the old man teaching the young girl
Yeah.
about podcasts.
Yeah.
And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, on paper this just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But in the Achievers team, with
Yes.
you guys as part of it,
Yeah.
it's just normal
Yeah.
that you get that support, because people in life and in other networks and maybe elsewhere in Avon, they think if I've got a secret, if I've got that
Yeah.
one special thing,
Yes.
I'll keep it to myself.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas in our team, if I put one secret into the mix and there are 12 people around me, they put their one secret special ingredient.
Yeah.
So I've lost one, I've given mine away,
Yeah.
but I've gained 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner in that situation.
Absolutely.
And because there are so many millions and millions of people who don't get to see an Avon book, we're not fighting each other.
Exactly.
That's why the team, the system, and you guys absolutely epitomise it. We're successful.
I was going to say that to you. What would you say to someone if they said, "Oh, I've already got a few people doing Avon round near me"?
Howard's just said that.
That's
It
what
doesn't
I'm
matter.
saying. It doesn't matter.
So when we started our
Yes.
very first collection, this is when Avon used to be command and control.
Yeah, territories. Yeah.
They told us where we could go. The lady who signed us up, she said, "Oh, do your road." I wasn't meant to do my road. So I bought 300 books, because we don't do things by half.
Yeah.
You've probably
Yeah.
gathered that by
Yeah,
now.
just a wee bit.
If
Yeah.
we're going to do something, go big or go home.
Yeah.
So Jane told me I'm going to do the street, I'm going to do these 300. Because when you join Avon, you don't have a boss.
Yeah.
That's right.
I do have a boss.
Yeah, I do too.
Because my
Yeah.
amazing wife is also my upline.
Yeah.
So I do what I'm told. I know
Me
my
too.
place.
Me too,
She's
Howard.
the successful one. I am, as one of my team lovingly called me, I am the puppet.
Yeah. I don't know where they got that from. It must be the strings.
Indeed. But I went out, put the books out. 4 reps in my road. 4
In your road.
in my road.
Wow.
Not one of them have put a book through my door.
Wow.
And in fact, and again, it's people, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of them, an older lady, been doing Avon for donkey's years, because we've been around for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
And there are people who've been doing it for 60 years. She was like, that motherly thing, that son, let me explain to you how it really works. You're on my patch. You need to go. She was lovely and mothered me and gave me direction.
Yeah.
One wrote me a really stroppy letter. The other two just, "Oh, I do Avon." The one who wrote the stroppy letter, her next door neighbour, is still 12 years later one of our best customers.
Yeah. Crazy.
And
isn't
she's
it?
left the business because if you're not nice, if you're not helping people, you don't get good
No.
customer service, you don't stay. But I didn't know. If I'd have known there were 4 people in my road, I would have mistakenly
Yeah.
said,
Yes.
I can't do this
Yeah.
because there are 4 people in my road. And look at the fact we wouldn't have a business now
Yeah.
because I prejudged it and said I can't do it because of these 4 people.
Yeah.
When I didn't know it was a problem, we just built a business anyway. Most of people's problems are not real, but they're real in their head.
Yes.
And that again is one of the team's success. We share the stories, we share that, yeah, that's quite normal, and we give people the confidence to continue.
Absolutely. Brilliant, Howard. That's an amazing chat. I could talk to you all day, couldn't you?
So could I.
Yeah.
I love the way she says that. I could talk to you all day, couldn't
Couldn't
you?
you? That's a Karenism.
But-
They get used to my
Yeah.
Karenisms.
Our listeners-
I am getting used to them,
Yeah.
and it is. Do you know? There's a sign, you know it, or whenever I do a team sizzle, a get together, or I'm doing a Zoom call with people. First, I have the team name up in lights because the
Yeah,
team needs to be up in lights. But above that, there's a sign, and it says "Stay weird." Do you know what? It's quirkiness. It's being uniquely you and not trying to be someone else. Is again why people feel at home, because you can pitch up in whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to wear a suit, wear a suit. If you want to wear a tracksuit, wear a tracksuit. We're not here to judge you. We're here to help you get more from the time you choose to invest in building your business, and that makes it fun.
It does. I must admit, when I first come to one of your workshops, somebody said, "Oh, it's a meeting," and I was in my meeting stuff, which was like skirt and very corporate. And look at me now, you know, jeans, t-shirt, and trainers, because I feel comfortable in that. And you learn more, don't you, when you're comfortable?
But not only that, from my point of view, I want you to be comfortable
Yeah.
in your own skin.
Yeah.
I want you to feel comfortable in our team being you, because if you feel you always need to be someone else, you're not enjoying yourself.
No.
And that's why it's be who you are, and we will lovingly and happily and proudly accept you, because you being the best you,
Exactly.
I've cracked it.
Yeah.
Because that's when I see my team explode and have great success. And you know, in our industry, the more success I help you get, the greater the reward for me.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Why wouldn't you?
this is the bit, you know, when you don't understand why other people don't see it?
Exactly.
Because to you it's
Yeah.
blindingly obvious.
Yeah.
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 But as my mum used to say, common sense is not that common.
No.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, Howard. Lastly, what I would like to ask you is, would you like to say anything to everybody that's listening? Bearing in mind we have people who are looking at the business for the first time, probably just heard the podcast knowing it's part to do with Avon. What would you like to say to them? And also, sorry, I nearly stopped you there. Well, I did stop you. But there's also team members on here as well who are listening to this.
So I think for whether you're a team member, whether you're just looking, whether you look and have no interest, whatever it is, this is a very short life. From our personal family experience, we know that sometimes it's not as long as we think. Whatever your dreams, whatever your aspirations, stop finding reasons that stop you having a brilliant side hustle. That transforms your life from just having a job and an existence to having an income stream and the time freedom to enjoy that income stream. Because it's when you blend that time freedom with stable income, people have a different world. At the moment, way too many people are spending all of their time generating an income that they then don't have the time freedom to enjoy, or they have time freedom, but with the cost of living crisis, they have no money to enjoy
No
it.
money,
So I don't care whether it's Avon, I don't care whether it's you go back to university and study and retrain. It doesn't matter to me what it is, but just don't squander your life.
Yep.
Make the
Do
most
something
of it.
positive. Don't, I use a phrase, create yourself a great life story. Don't let it be a dull, boring story. Create yourself an amazing adventure, but most of all, make sure you have the pen. That you're writing
writing
that
it.
story,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you're not a bit part in someone else's story.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a job, I guarantee you're not writing your story.
Yep.
Someone else is writing it, and you could be made redundant tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's take control, be accountable, and fashion a brilliant life. I know you can do that with Avon, because we have.
Yep.
But more importantly, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in my team are fashioning a better life
Absolutely.
with that opportunity. So it's not just one fluky Jane and Howard.
No.
It's Jane's hard work, Howard's yak about Jane's success, but an army of people who are backing that up and doing it quicker than we did. We've got people who are massively outpacing the success that we had.
Yeah.
The only reason we have a bigger team or a higher income is because we've been doing it longer than they have.
Yeah.
When they've been doing it for the 10, 12 years that we have, they will be having a bigger team and a bigger check.
Yeah.
And that is why, if you're thinking about it, do it.
Yeah.
Don't be. So many people have that burning regret. I wish I'd done.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a really, really heavy burden to carry. Give it a whirl, and then you know. And if it's not for you, great. You tick that box. It's not that. I'll try over here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And never stop trying.
Brilliant. Thank you, Howard. What can we say?
Thank you,
Amazing.
thank you, thank you. That's it. Fantastic. We will try and grab you in the future for another one, for a further update on how things are going within the Achievers Group.
Well, I'm glad I'm not glad I'm leaving you, but I am glad I'm going, because from here, we go home, we pack, and we're off to Thailand for 2 weeks. We land back at Heathrow. We spend a couple of hours rejigging cases, and then we fly off to Bulgaria, preparing to take our team.
Fantastic.
And the beauty, the real beauty, I haven't filled in a holiday request form.
No.
I haven't had to ask anyone for their permission to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the money's there to do it.
Absolutely.
Well, oh, sorry, go on. No?
I was just going to say, I know there'll be people thinking, yeah, it's okay for you because, and you can stick anything you like in after that.
Yeah.
Anyone who's looking at the Avon opportunity, they decide to give it a whirl. They give it a whirl as part of your team.
Yep.
They get the support of you guys and the support of the wider Achievers team.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want to do that?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Howard, for taking the time to chat with us. And if they want to join our team, how do they go about it, Fred?
They simply go to www.jointheavoncouple.co.uk, or if they just want an information pack, phone 0800 433 2182 and we'll send out an information pack so they can actually have a look to see what it's all about from the comfort of their own home with no obligation.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. It is with no obligation. So that's it, really.
That's it from us then. So that's me, Fred Mason.
And me, Karen Mason,
And together we are
the Avon Couple.
Take care, everyone. Bye.